Welcome back to another of MMORPG's Quick 5. This week was packed. Let's dive in. Number 5. Chronicles of Elyria's Jeromy Walsh talks communication and the MMO's future. Chronicles of Elyria is back in the news with a new interview and video discussing how the MMO plans on moving forward with development following a wild year that saw Jeromy Walsh close the studio, reopen it, and get hit with a class action lawsuit from the backers of the project demanding refunds and accountability from Soulbound Studios. Our interview pressed transparency following claims Walsh hired an independent auditor to, audit the studio's funds and how backers' money was used. When asked about whether this audit would be made public, Walsh refused, stating that he isn't, quote, in a position to share the forensic audit of our studio, end quote. We pressed on the lack of meaningful development updates, communication, as well as regaining the trust of backers and consumers. Walsh pointed back to their new Inside Chronicles of Elyria series as a starting point of improving all these areas. While we aren't convinced based on the answers to our questions, it points to what will be an interesting year for Elyria in 2021. Number 4. New World's December update brings combat changes. The latest New World Alpha update introduces the Great Axe, an update to shields, and a large swath of changes to combat. You can glean a lot about Amazon Game Studios' direction from the update notes, much of which was directed by player feedback. In the latest patch, revamping aspects of combat such as stun locks from light attack spam, or being easily interrupted, just wasn't fun, so the update set out to change things to make the game more enjoyable and streamline systems that were too cumbersome, such as healing. Number 3. Riot's League of Legends MMO is real. It's official. Riot is working on a League of Legends MMO. League of Legends fans have been clamoring for an MMO set in the game's universe for years now. Riot's Greg Street, VP of IP and Entertainment at the studio, confirmed that it's creating an MMO and confirmed they were hiring for this endeavor. The internet is reacting like you might expect, with many people celebrating this announcement. Right now, we know, nothing really other than it's in development, but we'll be sure to follow this story and share any information we might be able to once more information has become available. Number 2. Our epic World of Warcraft Shadowlands review is live. It's been a little over 3 weeks since the 8th expansion for World of Warcraft launched. Since then, our reviewer Robin leveled up her main, started in on the various max level activities, and worked on an alt a bit. Featuring a new level experience and much more, there's a lot to cover off. Be sure to check out our full review as we give you our thoughts on the new player experience, leveling in Shadowlands, dungeons, the Covenant storylines, Threads of Fate, and of course, the almighty raid. And at number 1 this week, you guessed it, Cyberpunk Saga dominates, and our review in progress is live. Cyberpunk continues to headline the conversation this entire week. From atrocious performance on last-gen consoles to virtually every version featuring various degrees of bugs, CD Projekt Red were forced to respond. Refunds were announced from both Microsoft and Sony, with Sony even pulling the game from their storefront. CD Projekt Red developers reportedly questioned their own leadership in internal calls over their decision to release the game in its current state. It's clear CD Projekt Red's reputation lies in tatters after this launch, with their stock taking a dive. If you're still interested, our review in progress went live earlier. Do note, however, this review is being conducted on PC. Also, look forward to a ray tracing technical analysis soon. Thanks for joining us for this week's Quick 5. Click subscribe and join us next week for our next episode, where we'll deliver the most important MMO and RPG news in under 5 minutes. See you next time.